What's going on, YouTube? I know I didn't have a video the last couple of days. I've been spending time with my wife. But I got an issue to fix before I leave this morning. Had a blowout. Coming home from Hot Springs the other day. Nothing was open yesterday since it was Memorial Day. So my dad's coming over. He's going to pick me up. We're going to take this to get that fixed. Or get a new one. And then I'm going to put it back on. And I'm going to head the heck out. And get to Kentucky. Let's go. And she's fixed. Got one more thing I got to do before I leave. And then we'll be on the road. We are on our way. There's some dude in a van behind me wanting me to move, I guess. I guess we'll be moving. And I see this big old truck moving. Let's go to Kentucky. We are hooked up. Inspection done. We are on our way to Kentucky. 540 miles to go. They say there's no parking there at the customer, but if I remember right, and I've got to be there at 7 o'clock, there should be a little bit of parking right there on the side. It's been a while since I've been to Georgetown, but we'll find out. Whatever we're doing it right now. So let's go. Oh, we're running through Jonesboro. I want to thank my dad for coming over and picking me up so we can go get that tire fixed this morning. Kind of tough not having two vehicles. But speaking of which, we found my wife a Honda Pilot, looked just like hers. Got a few more miles on it, but it's got the nav system in it where hers did not. Oh, so she's out today applying for a loan to get the truck, to get a new vehicle. Whatever makes her happy. As long as she's happy. She's not happy driving my car, so says it sits too low. I disagree, but whatever. But yeah, that flat happened on Sunday coming home from Hot Springs. You know, I'd call it a pothole, but it was more like a crater. It's huge. I should have swerved to miss it, but I didn't. Oh man, tired today. Stadium view. This is stadium. Oh, there's the stadium. I should get a view of the back of the stadium. You're not gonna get to see the game, that's for sure. We got about 440 miles. Let's go. All right, we got 345 miles to go. We got another 100 miles since the last segment. Oh man. So the orange jumpsuit is no more. It has been rested in pieces, and when I mean pieces, I mean the seam on my left leg came apart and ripped all the way up my knee. So it was more like wearing a pair of barrel bottoms. They gone. They hit the garbage can as soon as I pulled in on
Thursday or Friday. What day did I get home? Friday. And I haven't bought another pair yet. I'm going to have to find another pair. They may not be orange, though. I don't know if I can find another prison outfit. Maybe I'll get some with some DOT striping on it. I don't know. So I brought long sleeve shirts with me and long pants. And that's what I'll wear this week. But man, those coveralls really make it easy. You just take them on, put them on, take them off. Don't have to worry about it. Clothes don't get all nasty. You don't have to drive in nasty. So much easier. So we are in Kentucky, but we've still got 260 miles to go because Georgetown is like in the middle of Kentucky somewhere. Yes, it is. So let me tell you about my weekend. My weekend, I had a good weekend, okay? Anytime I can spend time with my wife, I have a good time. She's smart, funny, witty, good looking, you know, all the good stuff. But the weekend had problems. So on the last video you saw that we had driven to Hot Springs. When we get to the hotel, and we get there a little early, it's about an hour and a half early or so, and they wouldn't let us check in. Well, my wife had rented a specific room. And we get there and they tell us they didn't have any rooms available. They were all still working on them, getting them clean. Which kind of sounded funny to us because, you know, he didn't say a specific room. You know, he just said he didn't have any available at the moment. So we didn't think of anything about it. And we went next door. There was a grill next door, a bar grill, called the Blue Monkey Grill. So we went over there and we ordered a couple of drinks and sat and talked. We were outside. It was nice outside. It was supposed to be raining, but it was nice, you know. So we sat and talked for a little while and had our drinks and had an appetizer. And man, did I have a big old drink. Oh my Lord. It was like $13. They brought it out in a fish bowl. I was like, man, that's money well spent right there. And I just had to walk across the parking lot to the room. So, you know. So we get our food and all that stuff, and we're in there. We hang out and we're talking. And time for our room to be ready, so we get back over to the hotel, and we get our room. Well, we unpack the car, get up to our room. It's not the room she rented. So she goes down and she talks to them and whatnot. They said, well, this is what Priceline sent us, because she ordered it on Priceline. And now she's having to fight with Priceline about, you know, the price that we were charged. But anyway, so that's issue number one. No big deal. So we hang out in the room and whatnot and get ready for dinner and the room that we rented, they didn't have any more available. They were already taken. People were already in them, whatnot. So we didn't end up with the room that we rented. And like I said, she got to fight with Priceline about that. I don't know if she's going to. It's no big deal. I told her it was no big deal, and it was no big deal. So anyway, so we go down and we get ready for dinner. And we get to downtown Hot Springs, and man, we get a parking spot right in front of the porterhouse right there, and no problem. Get out, go have dinner. And y'all saw the steak that I ordered. Man, I think it's like a 30-ounce steak or something like that, man. It's huge. Big old steak. I ate about half that steak. And I took the other half with me, and I had that for dinner the next night, man. That thing is huge. But we had ordered an appetizer, and I don't know if she didn't hear me or whatever, but the appetizer never came. And we weren't charged for it either, but that's okay. So I missed out on the appetizer there. Apparently it's God telling me I don't need it. I probably don't. But so we were going to go to the casino. We ended up walking downtown, trying to walk off some of the meal we just had, which was huge, you know. And we walked down to the Arlington and down to the Arlington Hotel, and then walked back, you know, looking at the shops. Some of the shops were open, some were closed. But we get back to the room. We get back to our car and go back to our room, and we ended up not going to the casino that night because, I mean, we were just tired by then. You know, it was like 9 o'clock or so. And we were tired. You know, so we just hung out in the room and fell asleep. The next day, we get up and get out of the room and everything and go over to the casino. Well, we hadn't had breakfast that morning. So we went and ate breakfast at the Track Kitchen, which was a good place. I'm going to leave a link down to all these places down in the comments tonight. Had some breakfast that morning at the Track Kitchen, and man, they brought me I ordered like 2 eggs, some sausage, some bacon, and it came with a pancake. I think I ended up spending like $8.50, which was awesome. Man, that pancake was the size of a hubcap. Huge. Like 2 hands, man. And got done eating, went over to the casino, and man, was it depressing. It was like nobody winning, everybody had to have their mask on, and couldn't find anything but a penny slot. Finally found a quarter slot, but man, max bet on it was like, okay, lady. Max bet on it, which I usually do, is like $2.25 for a max bet. And I'm like, man, I'm used to like a 75-cent max bet. So I blew through $30 in no time. My wife couldn't find a blackjack table she liked. Everything was like a minimum bet of like $15. So she didn't want to play. Well, I ended up not winning anything, left out of there $30 in the hole, which is unusual for me. Kind of sucked. Man, we're going to sit over here at this Love's for our break. There we go. But, so ended up not winning anything. Well, on second thought, we're not going to go to the Love's. There's a Pilot down the road, and I need some fuel. So we're going to stop there for our break. But yeah, so I didn't win anything. I left out of there losing. That's unusual for me. Like I said the other day, I don't normally lose. I guess there's a first time for everything, huh? This was mine. But I'll tell you what, the difference between me and a lot of people is I can recognize when I've lost enough. After sticking that $30 in there and losing it, I went and found my wife and asked her if she was ready to go. Kelly said, heck yeah, let's go. So we left, and we were having a good old time going down the road until I hit that pothole and had a flat.
3 miles ahead, take exit 42 wide 69 northwest Lakeshore Parkway.
Which is never good. So we had to sit on the side of the road and wait for a tow truck to come get us. Tow truck came, got us, took us home. Now the thing about a stinking BMW is they don't come with spares or jacks at all, unless you special order them. You have to special order a spare on a BMW. And what they do is they put run flat tires on those cars, and they expect you to keep run flat tires on it. I don't have run flat tires on my car. Things are expensive. But I do have full coverage on my car with roadside assistance and towing. So the guy came and got us, took us home. But, you know, other than that, the weekend was really good. Hung out with my wife. I love her very much. And, you know, went and saw some friends yesterday. Went and saw her mom. I saw my parents and my dad today. So, you know, we had a really good weekend. I was glad to be at home for a while, but now I'm glad to be back out here doing what I do. So let's go. Oh, it's like 9:40 here. Get up in the morning. We're about 3 miles from where we need to be. Found this spot at the rest stop. Can't beat it. But yeah, we're about 3 miles. We'll get up and be over there by 7 and be done with it. So I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Bye.